Yes, good afternoon, everybody. I just wanted to go ahead and take a couple of minutes here to kind of just kind of give you an introduction to week four. We're at halfway through the course. So the good news is we're getting there very quickly. So this is kind of a lighter week, which is great just because it happens to coincide with Memorial Day. So really this week just have, it's a one chapter week. We have chapter 8 that we're covering. We'll have here the post, basically the quiz for chapter 8. We'll have a discussion for this week and one self-assessment exercise. And the discussion for this week will be covering the self-assessment that's there. And remember, when you're writing all of these out as you're going through here, is you're looking for the problem statement that you've kind of identified through your research and through the self-assessment. You're going to need to actually put a SMART goal in, and then also make sure that you have at least 2 defined items. And we want to make sure that they are definitely all tied together. So it should be a problem statement and a goal addressing the problem and the root cause, and then 2 defined action statements as you go forward. Again, all tying together to the same goal. So let's go back over here to week 4. The 2 biggest things that kind of need some explanation this week are going to be the, let's take it back down to week 4 here, is your group selection for next week. Okay, so the case and group selection here in this one, I do have somebody who's already posted their group, but I need their case. The key factor here is that we're looking for groups of 3. I'm allowing you guys to select your own groups. And then what I'm going to do is, as we go through this, I want you to, the big tricky part about this particular one is next week you'll be completing the first part of this individually. And you'll see that further on in next week's assignment. You can see what parts you'll be completing yourself. Now, and then what you'll do is bring it all together, and I'll do a much more in-depth one next week. Now, your first part of this, though, is that you can't choose a case that anybody else has already selected. So if one of you have done the case from before in week 1, you cannot select that case for your team case. So you'll need to make sure that so if each one of you chose 3 different cases, then those 3 cases are off the block and you've got to choose one of the others from the beginning, from the ones, the cases that were in there from week 1. So you're going to basically select another case from that list. Okay, but it can't be one that you've already selected or one that you've already done. Okay. And then what you're going to do is just post that here, what your selection is and who the group members are. Post that by Thursday, because Friday, anybody who's left, I will go ahead and be pairing everybody up. The other part that you're going to be looking for this week is going to be the OB paper topic. Okay. Again, not real substantial, but an important one. I wanted you guys to start to think about that that last big paper that you've got there. So here you're just going to post your topic into there, what you're going to be doing. But the link in the announcement will take you down here to the OB paper. Okay, so in the OB paper, this kind of goes over again all the assignment topics of it. You have got plenty of suggestions of topics here. You can choose those, choose another one, but you want to kind of be a little bit specific when you're actually outlining this. Like, for instance, if you're going on empowering the workforce, well, you're going to have to tell me a little bit about where you're going with empowering the workforce and what your, kind of what a thesis statement would be like. So give me a little bit of more information other than empowering the workforce, because that's such a broad topic. And then this will tell you the format of what you're looking at. Basically, it's a 5 to 7 page paper. You're going to have an executive summary, which is kind of where you want to make sure that that's kind of like an extensive, it is exactly what it is. It's a brief summary of what your points are. So you kind of write that last. And then you're going to have, pages 2 through basically as you kind of come through here. This is your first part is going to be outlining what your foundation is, what your topic is. Then you're going to go ahead and find a bunch of references. That's going to be roughly 2 to 3 pages. You know, it says 1.5 to 2, but 2 to 3 probably by the time you get done writing. You're going to also have a page then of your kind of recapping what your findings were. And then the last page is going to be your obviously your sources that you're going to want to make sure that you cite. So if you, again, this week is just the topic. I just wanted to get you guys starting to think about this. This is an individual paper, so everybody has to turn one in. So, and that kind of wraps us up for this week. But again, kind of a shorter week. Memorial Day, we are technically still running the class through the weekend. So the assignment due date will still be Sunday. Unless you have some issues with it or you're going out of town for Memorial Day, please reach out to me and we can talk about that at that point in time. All right, I hope everybody has a great Memorial Day weekend, and I'll be certainly talking with you guys as we start next week.